We live in a great country. If this statue were in Afghanistan, it would have been destroyed by now. When they asked me back in January if I would host the Oscars, the first thought that came into my mind was, would there be enough time for my facelift to heal? Thank you, astronauts. By the way, that introduction cost the government $1 trillion. So there goes your tax cut. But I wanted a nice intro, so the astronauts are watching the show from over 200 miles up, and right now, all over the world, there are 800 million people watching us right now, and every one of them is thinking the exact same thought, that we're all gay. But that is what is great about show business. It's a tolerant business. It's the most tolerant in the world. You have black people, white people, Asians, Hispanics, Jews, Christians, all working together, all because of a single common love: publicity. Now, many of you people in the audience I've worked with, not in movies, but at parties. I loved your last film. Oh, and you loved mine? Oh, well, thanks. There's Ellen Burstyn. Ellen Burstyn has... please hold your applause until it's for me. Ellen Burstyn did something that not many actresses would do for a role in a movie. She made herself look 30 pounds heavier and 20 years older. And Russell Crowe still hit on her. I think we're always on opposite sides of the stage, actually. Kate Hudson, 21 years old. I love welcoming the young stars to show business because it reminds me of my own death. Kate, don't you find it strange when you first start to be famous? I mean, we get so many things we don't deserve. You get free tickets, you get moved to the front of the line. Would you like a new liver? Yes. Mr. Martin would like it. Give me that. And it's so strange when you first start to get recognized, like in the supermarket. Are you Steve Martin? Or at the airport. Are you Steve Martin? Or making love. Are you Steve Martin? But people say to me, Steve, you're a Hollywood actor. You must be so separated from the world. How do you keep in touch with ordinary life? Well, it is possible, and it can be done. Like the other day, I was having dinner at my house with Mel, Julia, Tom, and Gwyneth. Now, earlier, Mel had called and wanted to bring a friend, you know, some guy who helps children. And I said, Mel, let's just keep it names above the title. And he understood, and he was fine with that. And then Tom said, you know, you just can't get decent sunglasses anymore. And Julia said, well, there's a great sunglasses shop in Beverly Hills. So I said to Tom, you know, the next time you have your driver drop your kids off at school, why don't you have him pick you up a pair of sunglasses? And Tom said, well, I drop my kids off at school. And I said, what? And then Tom said to Gwyneth that he loved Shakespeare in Love, and then Gwyneth said to Tom that she loved Castaway, and then Julia said to Mel that she loved What Women Want, and Mel said to Julia that he loved Erin Brockovich, and then it was late and they all went home. And I thought, this is what I've always dreamed about. Dinner at home with friends where we discuss the arts. Look how beautiful Julia Roberts looks. Julia? Julia, I miss our phone calls. But it seems like ever since you got caller ID, you're never home. Designers now rush to provide clothes and jewels for people attending the Oscars. This tuxedo was given to me by a famous designer, provided I mentioned their name on the show. And then the producer said, "You can't do that. This is not the White House. You're going to have to..." "You're going to have to pay for your tuxedo." So I didn't know what to do. I was in a moral dilemma. So I called my friend Giorgio Armani. And see, how are we doing on time? Oh, we got 5 hours. Let's see. There's Javier Bardem, who gave such a brilliant performance in a movie about a homosexual poet persecuted by hostile military forces. A movie the rapper Eminem called the feel-good movie of the year. And there's Charlton Heston. Now, be careful what you say to him because he thinks he was in Gladiator. And there's Tom Hanks. And by the way, it's interesting, if Tom wins tonight, that means between Tom and myself, we will have 3 Best Actor awards. And Tom and Rita have one of the most enduring marriages in show business, and it is not easy to keep a marriage together in Hollywood because, well, we sleep with so many different people. There's Ang Lee, director of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Now, at first, I didn't realize that was a movie, because to me, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon sounds like something Siegfried and Roy do on vacation. Ticket prices went to $10 in New York, and I understand why, Julia. But I'm concerned because, you know, the audience still has valid complaints, and we have to listen to them. One, they feel that the trailer gives away too much of the movie. Like, I saw the trailer to Dude, Where's My Car? And it ruined it for me. Now, maybe that's not fair because I had read the book. But maybe critics are right. Maybe Hollywood movies are too violent. Now, I took a 9-year-old kid to see Gladiator, and he cried through the entire film. Now, maybe it was because he didn't know who I was. You know what I've just realized? That hosting the Oscars is like making love to a beautiful woman. It's something I only get to do when Billy Crystal is out of town. Well, thank you.